We are all in the gutter, but some of us are looking at the stars. How can a woman be expected to be happy with a man who insists on treating her as if she were a perfectly normal human being? Women are meant to be loved, not to be understood. Most people are other people. Their thoughts are someone else's opinions. Their lives are mimicry. Their passions are quotation. You don't love someone for their looks, or their clothes, or for their fancy car, but because they sing a song only you can hear. Children begin by loving their parents. As they grow older, they judge them. Sometimes they forgive them. The books that the world calls immoral are books that show the world its own shame. Nowadays, most people die of a sort of creeping common sense and discover when it is too late that the only things one never regrets are one's mistakes. I never travel without my diary. One should always have something sensational to read on the train. To live is the rarest thing in the world. Most people exist. That is all. All women become like their mothers. That is their tragedy. No man does, and that is his. Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. When one is in love, one always begins by deceiving oneself, and one always ends by deceiving others. That is what the world calls a romance. Nowadays, people know the price of everything and the value of nothing. There are moments when one has to choose between living one's own life fully, entirely, completely, or dragging out some false, shallow, degrading existence that the world in its hypocrisy demands. Anybody can sympathize with the sufferings of a friend, but it requires a very fine nature to sympathize with a friend's success. To love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance. Nothing can cure the soul but the senses, just as nothing can cure the senses but the soul. Education is an admirable thing, but it is well to remember from time to time that nothing that is worth knowing can be taught. Laughter is not at all a bad beginning for a friendship, and it is by far the best ending for one. Always forgive your enemies. Nothing annoys them so much. Men always want to be a woman's first love. That is their clumsy vanity. What women really like is to be a man's last romance. If one cannot enjoy reading a book over and over again, there is no use in reading it at all. You will always be fond of me. I represent to you all the sins you never had the courage to commit. It is absurd to divide people into good and bad. People are either charming or tedious. Man is least himself when he talks in his own person. Give him a mask, and he will tell you the truth. There are only two kinds of people who are really fascinating. People who know absolutely everything, and people who know absolutely nothing. Humanity takes itself too seriously. It is the world's original sin. If the caveman had known how to laugh, history would have been different. Women have a much better time than men in this world. There are far more things forbidden to them. Live. Live the wonderful life that is in you. Let nothing be lost upon you. Be always searching for new sensations. Be afraid of nothing. There is only one thing in the world worse than being talked about, and that is not being talked about. Morality is simply the attitude we adopt towards people we personally dislike. Art is the only serious thing in the world, and the artist is the only person who is never serious. The good ended happily, and the bad unhappily. That is what fiction means. I have no objection to anyone's sex life, as long as they don't practice it in the street and frighten the horses. Which quote inspired you the most? Do let us know in the comments section below. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell icon, like and share this video for more such motivational content.